that how it goes? Hello, I'm Annabeth McNamara. I'm here with Ezza Rose on tour from Portland, Oregon, and we're in sunny Prescott, Arizona. And I was just gonna ask her a few questions and hear some of her sweet music. So, yeah, you're on tour right now.
Yes.
National tour, 2012, U.S. Whereabouts are you going?
We're starting here in Arizona, and we're going to go out through Colorado to Nebraska, Illinois, Missouri, Texas, across the bottom, and back up through California to Oregon.
Oh, cool. Nice. So, what brought you to the type of music that you play?
Probably most likely the town that I'm from. It's called Julian, and it's in the high desert of California. It's a lot like Prescott, actually. And there was a lot of bluegrass and folk music up there. My dad plays music as well, so it was always something we had in the house. So I think that's probably where it first came from.
Cool. Yeah. How would you describe your music? Just so, to someone who hasn't heard it before.
Most probably folk.
Yeah.
Just generally folk.
Portland folk.
Portland folk, yeah. Usually we have a 6-piece band. We have full drum set, an upright bass, cello, violin, 3-part harmony, and accordion, banjo.
Lucky audience.
Yeah. And this trip we're 3 right now. We'll be 4 in Kansas City. Our bass player is joining us, and just say it's generally folk music. Sometimes we hear gothic folk. Sometimes we hear orchestral folk.
Nice. What was your favorite show you've ever played?
My favorite show that actually I did it solo, believe it or not. I love playing with the band, and if the band was there, I'm sure it would still be the favorite show of all of them. But I went and I played for a female correctional facility in Portland, and it was kind of a lockdown school for gals in their teens. And it was kind of crazy because I walked in and I was expecting to see some pretty hard gals in there, and that's what it seemed like at first. And then as we started to play, number one, I never thought that they'd like folk music. I was just thinking, oh, okay, here we go. And I was able to relate to them by telling them, this is how I deal with the things in my life that upset me. And it's really nice to have a outlet that's an artistic outlet. And it's a good way to channel that energy. And I'm guessing a lot of them grew up in situations where they didn't have the opportunity or really the clarity to find something like that to channel, maybe negative things or even positive things at times. It's rare when I write a happy song, but it's because music is my way of doing things. But I'd say that was definitely my favorite show, most important show.
Wow, that's beautiful. What's one piece of advice you'd give to other aspiring artists, including those women, anyone?
I think, as long as you stay true to the reasons that you're doing it, if it's something that you're passionate about, and sometimes it takes you off on like a crazy adventure where you're like, oh my gosh, people like this and people relate to it. And I think that's when, when a lot of people are starting to come back to you in that way, that's when sometimes the lines can get blurry. And just to, really stay true to the reasons in which you're doing art and doing music. And when you make something good, put it out there for the world to see.
What are your future plans?
Future plans? Well, this year is quite an interesting year for me. It's all up in the air because I quit my job, I got rid of my apartment, pretty much moved into my little Subaru with the band, and we are going to be on the road for a while, and after that we might cut another album in Portland. I'm not sure yet. But San Francisco might be in the future. Living on a sailboat might be in the future. I've always really liked that idea, and right now I kind of have some opportunities here and there to maybe do that. So maybe our next tour will be on the water instead of on the road.
I'll be your groupie.
All right. Sweet. I'll just join the band.
Great, thanks for sharing so much, and I would love for you to play a little sample of your music.
Okay.
And I'll be singing along.
This song is originally, it's funny when I wrote it, I wrote Take Me Home Arizona, but I'm not from here, and I don't know why that word was calling to me, but since we are in Arizona, I think I'll use that instead of the California that I use in the song usually. Anyways, it's called When the Water's Hot. It's a cold, hard truth when you move like you do, and the records on the shelf made me think you're so wanted. Committed I'm not, wash right out when the water's hot. All your colors down dead, my skin you will not stay. Take me home, Arizona. Take me home. Take me home, Arizona. Take me home. It pains me to know that I imagined all along, man in this place, all my dreams were your face. Take me home, Arizona. Take me home. Take me home, Arizona. Take me home. Take me home, Arizona. Take me home. Take me home, Arizona. Take me home.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.